Welcome back to PUC Radio Talk Show on 90.0 FM. My name is Soma, your host, and tonight's guest speaker is Miss Mariam Arthur. Mariam Arthur grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area in California and has lived in Georgia and Utah. Mariam Arthur graduated with a bachelor's degree in theater and communication at Southern Utah University in 2003. She was in the honors program at Southern Utah University from 2000 to 2003, the National Collegiate Honors Council in 2003, and received the Communication Department Award of Merit for Outstanding Broadcast Excellence in 2002. Currently, she is a founding board member of Mr. Lee Bunyim's Filmmakers Association. She was a student, journalist, trophy queen, director, waitress, and chef, and currently a writer, a photographer, an artist, a songwriter, a singer, guitar player, professor, and director of the New Learning Resource Center at PUC. Mariam has traveled the United States extensively and went global in 2006 and now resides in Cambodia, where she lives within view of the Royal Palace with her cat, Tigger. Mariam, welcome to the show.
It's great to be here, Soma.
Mariam, I'm just reading all your professional experience, and I was almost out of breath. How did you come across this vast variety of professional work experience?
Well, throughout my life, I've always had a lot of different interests, and sometimes it's just not enough to have a hobby, and I actually find work doing the things that I love to do.
Yeah, I want to ask you about trophy queen. What is a trophy queen, Mariam?
Well, a trophy queen is someone who hands the award or the trophy to a race car driver at the end of a race.
Oh, so this is more for the race car driver. So you're kind of like the girl, you know, with the short shorts, right, and the short top.
Yeah. Well, usually it was like a skirt dress kind of thing. If you think of Marilyn Monroe in the white dress with the air that kind of goes up, is kind of like that. Only without the air making it go up.
Now, when did you do this in California? Because I don't remember in Cambodia.
Yes, this was with the NASCAR race cars at the Altamont Speedway, but we would have visiting judges that would come to the racetrack, and then they would return to their own racetracks like Sears Point or Pleasanton, and so they would ask me to come and be a trophy queen over there. At their racetracks as well.
Now, you grew up in the Bay Area in San Francisco, and you lived in Georgia and Utah. But on your biography, it shows that you've traveled extensively throughout the United States. How did you get the opportunity to do this?
Well, a lot of my traveling was when I was attending university. I became involved in groups that were present at our campus. The National Collegiate Honors Council was one, and then also there was the geology classes. The professors would go on geology field trips, and I asked them if I could attend as a photographer. And so then when they had a regional conference in Denver, I was able to go to that. And conferences, attending conferences a lot of times was my travel.
Oh, so you traveled. So of all the places you visited, which one's your favorite?
In the U.S.?
Yeah, we're talking in the U.S. here.
I think Denver was really good, but
Did you
New
like
York City's good too.
Oh, yeah? What was it that you like about it?
About
landscape?
Denver?
Yeah.
You know, it's really interesting. It's a compact, kind of small city, just like Phnom Penh, but there's a lot of skyscrapers and things, but they've preserved a lot of the buildings from different architecture styles throughout their history. And so it's very interesting to see all of the contrasts through the city of the different architecture. And the people were just really great too.
So then you studied at Utah, at Southern Utah University, and you received your bachelor's in communication,
Yes.
correct? And you also received this award. It's called the Communication Department Award of Merit for Outstanding Broadcast Excellence in 2002. Tell us about this exceptional award.
Well, our university, similar to PUC having a radio station, SUU had a television station that would produce a news show twice a week, as well as a few other little shows that would air on one of the local cable stations. And so I had gotten involved with the broadcasting because I was actually a journalism major when I started, and then I got involved with film and cinema, and so I changed my major, but they didn't have a film department at the school, but they had theater and they had television, the broadcasting. So I combined those two to make my own like filmmaking degree, but the shows that I produced and the activities in the broadcast area earned me an award.
That's great. Now, the school is located in Utah, and I don't know, but I'm very familiar with the state of Utah. There's a lot of Mormons.
Yes, there is. And in fact, here in Cambodia, there are also quite a few people from Utah that attend the Latter-day Saints Church. And I think that there's a lot of Cambodians that actually like this church. Myself, I was not a member of the church, but I'm a proud alumni of SUU, and I was certainly well respected in the community, even though I wasn't LDS. That's what, instead of saying Mormon, when you're in Utah, you say LDS.
What does that stand for?
Latter-day Saints, LDS.
So you can't say you're Mormon?
Well, you can, but sometimes some people, when they use Mormon, they mean it as a bad word.
Oh, I don't think so. I think about Donnie Marie Osmond.
Yeah.
They're famous Mormons.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you like them growing up?
I love Donnie and Marie.
I did
my
too.
Goodness. Back when I was growing up, we didn't have MTV or DVDs. So the only time we got to see musicians that we would hear on the radio, we saw their face and what they looked like when they were singing was on what we called variety shows. So Donnie and Marie had a show, the Jackson 5 had a show,
Barbara Mandrell
show, John Denver had a show.
What about the Carpenters?
Sonny and Cher had a show.
You know what, Sonny and Cher. Yeah, the kids were probably like, who are they? But when you listen to the song, those are classics, right?
Yeah. I mean, they might know Cher now because she's got a new movie coming out called Burlesque with Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, she's in that movie.
Yeah, but back in the day, she was quite different, and the music style was a lot different as well.
Then you were a musician, right? You sang, you played the guitar.
I started playing the guitar when I was 12 years old. And
are you good?
Well, people tell me I am, so I don't know. I've sung at street fairs and coffee houses. In America, it's very popular to have someone with a guitar and a microphone singing and playing music while people are enjoying their coffee. And so I did that.
So you made a living as a musician. Was it kind of tough?
Well, I never really made a living, I'm not sure, but I made tips.
Yeah, okay.
So I made extra spending money.
Oh, okay, that's great. So when you were playing at the bars or the restaurant, what was your profession, you know, as trying to survive in California?
Well, a lot of my time I was married and raising children.
How many kids do you have?
3 children.
I didn't know this. That's why we're here. We're going to interview her. So you have 3 kids, and where are they now, and how old are they?
They're in America. They're all in California, actually. And so they're right now, they're 21, 23, and 25.
Okay, you're like barely in your prime. How old are you?
I'm absolutely in my prime.
You have the kids, what, age 15?
Thank you so much. But no, I was 19 when I had my daughter, and then I had 2 sons.
And are you a good mom?
Well, I think I did the best I could.
Great. And I wish they would be listening in the U.S. Hopefully we can broadcast it international, the PUC radio talk show, right?
Sure.
Great. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to find out how Miss Mariam Arthur arrived in Cambodia.
Life's like this. That's the way it is. Life's like this.
like it's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you would see I like you the way you are. When we're driving in your car and you're talking to me one-on-one, but you become somebody else around everyone else. You're watching your back like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool, you look like a fool to me. Tell me what is it gonna make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else gets me frustrated. Life's like this, you fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into honesty. Promise me I'm never gonna find you faking. No, no, no. You come over unannounced, dressed up like you're something else. Where you are and where it's at, you see, you're making me laugh out when you strike your pose. Take off all your preppy clothes. You know you're not fooling anyone when you become somebody else around everyone else. Watching your back like you can relax. Trying to be cool, you look like a fool to me. Tell me what is it gonna make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like somebody else gets me frustrated. Life's like
Welcome back to PUC Radio Talk Show on 90.0 FM. My name is Soma, your host, and tonight's guest speaker is Miss Mariam Arthur. I'm not even going to say one of your profession because you have like 20. So you have gone to school at Southern Utah University. You graduate with a bachelor's degree in theater and communication in 2003. So then you began work in the film industry, correct?
Yes, yes.
In Los Angeles.
Yes, then I moved to Los Angeles.
So tell us about this experience.
Sure. Well, let me just say that in 2000, I started a film festival for the university. So for 3 years, I was the director. So I was the founder and director of this of the Thunderbird International Film Festival. You can go online and check it out. You just look at Thunderbird International Film Festival, and you will find it.
So it's still around. Yeah.
Yes. It just had its 10th year.
Wow.
You
that's
know,
amazing.
but when I graduated, then I went to Los Angeles and got a job actually working in film sales, international film sales.
And how is that, especially living in LA when you grew up in the Bay Area? Big difference.
Yeah, it was, but it was very nice that I lived near the coast.